Yeah. At the end of the ride, we're sitting around at the restaurant having some food and a couple beverages, and Ian asked, "Hey, what's your favorite part of this ride?" I said, "Seeing new people do it and accomplish something.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome for me."
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey guys, we are here with Robb Young. Robb, if you haven't been following, just did the STP bike race all the way over to Portland, right?
Bike ride, yeah.
Bike ride, not race. He wasn't racing. You're gonna race next time though, right?
Against myself. Yeah.
Against yourself. Okay. So can you tell us about STP?
So the STP, it's the Seattle to Portland bike ride. It's put on by Cascade Bicycle Club. Usually about 10,000 people do it every year. The last couple years, though, because of the pandemic, they canceled it.
Yeah, a lot of things. Big
Yeah. So since it's one of my favorite things to do, I organized a DIY STP and did it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Groups of friends.
Yeah, 2 years, right?
2 years in a row now.
2 years in a row. So they. Oh, look at that.
Made shirts and everything.
What's on the shirt? Sorry, I didn't see the.
DIY STP.
Oh, it's got little COVID.
And little coronavirus.
Coronavirus, yeah. Okay, so before this, you did it when? What was your first one?
12 years ago.
12 years ago. Okay, so you've been doing it for quite a bit of time. When you do it with Portland, do you normally do it alone? I mean, obviously there's a lot of people, but do you normally bring friends into it then as well?
I've done just about every variation you can think of. I've done it with friends, without friends, met friends along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've brought a lot of people into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've brought Dan into it. Who else have you brought into it?
From the gym.
From the gym, yeah.
Cade, Ricky, Ben, Sean, Jason, Nikki, Ian.
Yeah.
I have a list. Actually.
Yeah, you have a list? That's pretty awesome. So
and
he's
I've led
introduced
every one of those people on a one-day distance PR on their bikes.
Right. Right. Last year, Jason Whitaker,
Yeah.
I remember just watching, he had a flat. What do you do? Two flats. So in STP, the one that's officially going out there with the group, the organization, if you get a flat, are there people that work for it that come help you?
Event, they have ride support. They have the Gold Wing Club and the Subaru Club of Washington ride along and help people if they need it. But the last 2 years, we have our own support crews.
Our own support group, which are who?
Our spouses, my wife Jessica, and my kids, and then Kate brought Amelia last year, and Dan brought Amy and kids, and everybody usually brings their wife or girlfriend or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty big crew last year.
It was a big crew last year.
This year was a little bit smaller.
Yeah, there was 4 riders.
Yeah. This year was you, Nikki,
Ian, and Megan's mom, Linda.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. And how far? What's the distance of this?
This year it was 192 miles. 192. We started at the Seattle Ferry Dock and finished at St. John Bridge.
Okay. So do you ride there and back, or just get there? Just there. Okay. Yeah. Next year, maybe you can ride back next year. Oh, and you stop along the way, or you just keep going the whole time?
Well, I've done both.
You've done both. Okay.
I've done the one-day ride twice.
All right.
And usually I like to stop in Winlock, which is a little town just south of Centralia.
And you stay overnight?
Stay overnight.
Okay. Nice.
I've camped at the Winlock Middle School there.
Okay.
The last couple of years we've camped at Lewis and Clark State Park. And yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I know. I want to go just to be the support crew.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah. Okay. What can you tell us about it that maybe we don't know, but we're not thinking about? Something that's unique about STP.
It's been going since 1979. I met a guy on the course this last week who had done 40 STPs in a row.
Wow.
I told him I want to be like him when I get older.
Yeah.
But it's, like I said, it's put on by Cascade Bicycle Club, and 10,000 people do it. So riding in a pack of thousands of bicyclists is pretty awesome. I don't know. Doing it by myself is fun, but there's something to be said for crossing the finish line in Portland with hundreds of people lining the streets, cheering and clapping and ringing cowbells. And
Yeah.
it's a pretty awesome feeling.
Is it, for STP, what does STP stand for?
Seattle to Portland.
Seattle to Portland. That's what I was going to ask. Is if they have races or rides other places, but obviously
They
not.
do.
If
They
do.
have,
Okay.
A handful of other rides. One of them is local. It's called the Chili Hilly. It's in Bainbridge.
Okay.
I've done that one a few times.
Okay. So same organization.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I got started doing the STP by my wife's mom, Patty.
Mm-hmm.
She had an extra ticket and said, "Hey, come join us. You like to ride bikes?" And I said, "Okay."
Did Jessica do it too?
No.
No.
And I don't know. I liked it so much. I started doing it every year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Anything happened this year? Any hiccups?
We had no malfunctions this year.
Wow.
No flat tires, no car run-ins or anything.
That's awesome.
Which is a bit unusual. Usually somebody has a flat tire or something like
Yeah.
this. But
How cool is it though that you have gotten so many other people out of their comfort zone into it? I remember right beforehand you had Nikki was getting a little bit nervous and she was like, "Oh my gosh, can I do this?" And she did it. And
she did it.
And not to take anything away from her, she did it, but you got her to have that opportunity.
Yeah. At the end of the ride, we're sitting around at the restaurant having some food and a couple beverages, and Ian asked, "Hey, what's your favorite part of this ride?" I said, "Seeing new people do it and accomplish something."
Yeah.
That's what's awesome for me.
Yeah. It's a good feeling, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
People say, "Oh, I don't know if I can do it." It's one way to find out.
Yeah. Does CrossFit transfer over to it at all?
Yeah,
or?
absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
Just helping you keep in shape, keep your body healthy and moving.
Mind active, mind
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Are there moments when you're in there and you're like, this just sucks?
Yeah, I don't get those moments too much anymore because I've done it so many times. But yeah, there's definitely times when you're grinding up a hill or just slugging along where you're tired and want to be done. But
Yeah.
it's something you train for, and if you like to do it, you just do it.
Yeah. The course is different every time, or it's the same?
It's pretty much the same. There's a couple areas where we had to do a detour. Like usually you go through Fort Lewis just to avoid traffic on Highway 507, but since the sanctioned event was closed, we had to ride around. So
Okay. All right, and you have a goal this year now for next year, right?
I do. I've set a goal for myself for next year. I'm going to do this event again in one day. I'm going to beat my old one-day PR. I know I can do the ride in 16 hours, but I want to see just how fast I can do it.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to do the STP in one day and want to go book it and crush it with him, when does it happen at the same time every year?
Yeah, it's usually the third week in July. So
Okay.
I think it'll probably be the 16th and 17th of July.
Okay. Okay. You think next year it'll be a
I sure
full
hope so.
fledged event?
Yeah,
Yeah. I was hoping it was going to be for you guys this year.
I was too.
Yeah. Oh.
As much as I like doing the DIY myself, I do like the sanctioned event. It's a lot of fun. They have, fully supported rest stops, and it's just a huge bike community.
Yeah. Before this, did your family still go with you?
Yes.
They still support it even during the...
They didn't really support me along the ride, but, they met me at my halfway point and then at the finish line.
Family affair. That's awesome.
Family affair every year. Yeah.
Every year. That's
Regardless.
so great. Do your girls show any interest in it?
No.
No. Not even Ellie.
Ellie has a little bit,
Okay.
but she's pretty involved with other sports and activities, so.
Oh.
But I love having them for support. I'll take
Yeah.
that any day.
Are there teens out there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a couple of young boys with their dad this last time.
How was the recovery after the run or the race, the ride?
Fine.
Yeah.
A little sore, a little saddle sore, but
That beer probably tastes good.
it sure does. Sweet taste of victory.
Do you have the same meal every time afterward, or do you switch that up, like a burger? Or
It's usually a brew pub and a burger. The last 2 years has been Stormbreaker Brewing in Portland.
Oh, okay. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, tastes good after that much running. What do you do?
We've gone to a few different places around Portland. There's so many good food options. So.
Okay, and what do you do when you're riding, and a runner? I know they've got a backpack full of snacks and food. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, I have some food on board and plenty of water and electrolytes.
Nice. You just pull over and eat, or
It depends on
what it is.
Yeah.
I remember Mike talking about how he was doing the dirty turtle, and he said he had a burrito in his bag.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no burritos.
No, it's usually something in a package, goo or blocks. Or
Okay. All right.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
So next year, STP, July, you said 16th, 17th again. One day, so less than 16 hours is what your goal is.
Yeah.
Okay. And that
I
was
have a
your...
number in mind, it's 14.
It's 14? Okay. And your fastest time was 16. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're interested in riding your bike to Portland from Seattle, talk to this guy. He's done it 12 years in a row. 2, he organized himself and brought other people. So it's a fun time, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you've ever thought about it and told me, I want to do it someday, freaking do it.
Yeah. Today's the day. Well, July.
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, for sure. All right. See you later, guys. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks.